Everyone, in this video we want to quickly talk about a small node that can be helpful sometimes, and that is the DOP import node. Now what we've already seen is here I have an example of some points sourcing on a ground plane and a static object using the sphere here, and we already know if we only want to have the points that we can go here into the object, and for example what a lot of people do like me is just type in pop star and all we get are the points. We can also, by the way, just use the drop down and then we can see that we have different objects, and we can, for example, I don't know, get out the static object only, or maybe just the ground plane and so on. But what if we have multiple elements that we want to get out separately? Then we have a problem because we can't do that. We can combine the number of objects here, but they still come out of one output. And this is where the DOP import comes in. The DOP import allows you to basically create a door to your simulation. So what you have to put in is basically two things. First, the DOP network itself. You can just choose it here from a list or just drag your DOP network into it. And then you can define here, and actually let's look through it, what object you want, just like here in the PopNet itself. So for example, if I only want the points, then I can put in pop star, and there you go, I only get the points. But the interesting thing now is I can create a copy of this without, for example, and then choose, for example, the static object or maybe the ground plane. Now, to be fair, in this example, it's not super necessary or important. I mean, usually you don't need any of those things, especially since you have the static object up here anyway. So there's no need really, but this can be interesting later on when you have more complex setups. Also, when we go into more complex simulations, then the DOP import will still work, because as you can see, it's not called pop import, it's called DOP import. So it allows you to import anything from a DOP net. So a pretty handy little tool. We will not use it much, to be honest, but when you need it, it's good to know that it's there. So thanks very much and see you later. Cheers.